Good morning, people. Thought I'd share a funny little story with you this morning. The story goes something like this. There was a farmer that had a really good mule, and one day the mule got into the farmer's vegetable patch. Now, this mule ate himself sick, and he got bloated and he got colicked, and he was having a problem, and the mule was laying there just moaning and groaning. And the farmer did everything he knew to do to get the mule back up, get him working again. Nothing was working. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Anyway, so he calls up the local apothecary. The apothecary says to him, you take some of that sour wine that you make, and you take a little of this, and you take a little of that, and you pour it down his mouth. And you got to get all of it in him. Then you kick him in the gut and back off. Said it may take several times kicking him, but it'll happen. Well, farmer goes out and tries it, and mule won't open his mouth for anything. So he looks around for a funnel, can't find a funnel, but he finds an old seed horn. Now, I don't know if you know what a seed horn is, but it's a device they use for planting seeds. You take and shove this seed horn down in the dirt and drop the seed down the horn, and then use your foot to cover it up. So he takes this seed horn, tries to jam it in the mule's mouth, and the mule just won't take it. So the farmer says to himself, well, one end's as good as the other, so he sticks it up the mule's backside. Starts pouring that mixture that the apothecary told him to put in. He'd pour and jiggle till finally he got all of it in the mule. Well, after he got done pouring all that stuff in the mule, he kicks him in the gut and then runs and jumps up on the fence. Nothing happens. Runs back down, kicks a mule in the gut again, nothing happens. This goes on for about 4 or 5 times, and finally, right as he's about to get down and try it again, he hears something that sounds like a train horn going off. He had forgotten to take the seed horn out. The mule lights up, gets up, and takes off like a shot, running down the road with everything he's got, and every so often you hear toot toot. The mule just run that much faster. Now, in this neck of the woods was a logging camp and a ferry to ferry the logging trucks across the river so they could do their thing. Well, the guy who ran the ferry heard the mule coming down the road, toot toot, and thought it was a logging truck. So he pulls the ferry across the river. Mule gets on just as another truck comes the other way, right down into the water. Well, mule gets across, lights up with another toot toot, and takes off. The old ferryman got fired that day for not knowing the difference between a logging truck and a mule with a horn up his butt. Anyway, y'all have a good day. God bless.